Hey everyone, Mr.T here with Shelley from Coco Hotel and Bar in Sosua. Thanks for being on camera, Shelley.
I enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Shelley, casting your mind back on, 12 years since you arrived
correct.
here?
Yeah.
What was Sosua like back then, and what was unique about it, and what's changed, and how do you find it today?
Well, let's see. 12 years ago was a different Sosua, which is surprising. I'm always amazed at the changes that have taken place over the last 12 years. But when we first came, first of all, it was all dirt roads. There was maybe one store in town, one large supermarket. You couldn't buy most things that you were used to from back home, so you always would have people come. When people came down, you asked them to bring certain things. I mean, it's changed unbelievably. Like there were things, I'm just trying to think, I was bringing tea bags. No, it was just a wide range of things you had to bring down because you couldn't get them here. Things that we were used to back home. Now, there's two large supermarkets, lots of other stores, and you can get almost anything here that you can get back home. Pay a little bit more for the North American stuff. All of the roads are paved now. Now, as far as the tourism that goes back, I think 12 years ago, we seem to have a different clientele, a lot of Europeans. The thing is that it was a busy little hub. The downtown area was your disco area. It was a lot of fun. People were all sitting out in the streets, tables and that, and you really enjoy sort of the atmosphere. Then a few years ago, they decided to tighten up the town and try and move the working girls from the downtown area and move them outside of the area, which of course didn't work. But it really destroys sort of the town atmosphere, unfortunately. We now tend to get a lot more not as many Europeans, more North Americans, and just a different flavor to the town and that.
Well, right now they can't even come here.
Well, right now, and maybe that's why the difference is there, because the only groups that actually do come into town now are the Americans. Your Europeans, there's a lot of the countries that are closed up, so we're not getting the Europeans here, and the same with Canadians. So most of your tourists now are Americans, and that's sort of put a different flavor on the town, and of course it's quieted down things. The atmosphere is unfortunately not as much fun, not as a party town as much a party town as it used to be. Bars are all closed at 7 o'clock at night. So the thing is that in this town, people used to start hitting to the bars at 10 o'clock and staying till about 3 in the morning. Now they have to be out of the bars by 7. So it's changed sort of the whole flavor in that of the town, unfortunately. Weather will kick back. I'm hoping, because it was a lot of fun. It's a fun town. Sosua was a fun town. It's
That was the
town.
economy. That's what built the town, wasn't it?
That's right. And you don't want to see that change. And so hopefully we get through this mess. We can move on to getting back to what we were doing before. A party place, lots of visitors, a lot of fun. Like I say, over the years, definitely it's changed.
Thank you very much, Shelley. Great comments, and everybody gets a better idea now of what they might encounter if they come down, but it's still a tranquil place in terms of you got beaches, you got
well, the
sunshine.
thing is, you can't beat the beaches, and the beaches are wide open, and the only thing I can say about the beaches is that right now you can go down to the beaches, have a great day on any of our beaches, and you don't have to wear a mask, and you can sit at the bars and do whatever you want, and it's a great time. So the beaches are wonderful. And there's still a few of the bars, not to mention any in particular, that are open a little after 7. So there's a few speakeasies, I think they used to be called in the good old days. We still have some of those around too. So you know what, you can still find things to do, and the tourists that are coming are still enjoying themselves here.
Thank you very much, Shelley. And I'll just do a little swing around. Come down, book in at Coco Hotel. You've got plenty of room, have
Yes.
you? Yep. And you've got good prices. And then there's the bar. I'm in the morning here, so it's fairly quiet, but it livens up at noon and afternoon. And then in the evening time, I normally pass by and there's a whole crowd of people here. Thanks again, Shelley.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
You too.
Cheers. Everyone, I'm here with Johnny that you've seen in videos before. Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Mr.T, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Now, how many years since you came here first and settled into Sosua?
I came to the Dominican Republic around 2004, I think my first trip. But Sosua, I really didn't get around to Sosua until around 2007.
And what was it like back then?
Back then, crowded. A lot of people. A lot of people. Tourists I'm talking about. The locals are always around. But yeah, tourists. It was really, really crowded. The beach was active. All kinds of businesses, nightclubs. Yeah, and now, quiet now.
Yeah, so with all the big crap that's going on around the world, this is almost dead in comparison, isn't it?
Now there's not much going on at all.
So how do you spend your days when you're down here?
Normally I go to the beach every day, but I haven't been able to do that. I've been really just busy, and I don't know, with everything that's going on right now, the beach isn't as much fun as it seems like it used to be. I'm not a loner like to be when there are people around, but there really haven't been very many, tourists around you to chit-chat with, and kind of miss that.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much, Johnny, for your comments, and have fun all the same.
All right, it's a pleasure. Have a good day.
Cheers, you too. Hey everyone, I'm here with Pete from Langosta Negra in Sosua. Thanks for jumping on camera. Now, Pete, how many years ago since you first came to DR?
Initially 15 years ago. Puerto Plata, I've been coming for 8 years.
So, what was it like back then? Better or worse than now? And what was good and bad, both then and now?
It depends what your definition of better and worse. In my opinion, I think the prostitution was a bigger problem back then. There was a lot larger amount of them. They were more aggressive, and they line the streets. But since they pushed them all out of downtown, I think it's a nicer place for families to visit and normal people who aren't here just for the girls. But it's also a great place for people who want to come for the girls as well.
Okay.
It's everything all in one. It's paradise, man. The weather's like this every day.
And economically, how do you see it back then versus now?
Well, the pandemic is making it almost impossible for anyone to thrive. But we're all doing our best, trying to keep our heads above water, and hopefully this restrictions will ease and cease quickly so we can all go back and try to make a living here.
Right.
And enjoy this great paradise.
Well, all the best with your business, and thanks for your comments.
All right, have a great day.
Cheers.
Blessed day.
So come down to Langosta Negra and try his place out. Just in front of King's in Sosua, and this is a very busy place, as you can see. So here comes the cops on a little quad bike there. So this is the intersection to Pedro Clisante or down Dr. Rosa. Here we go. Come to Coco, Sue and Bar. You got tarantulas, snakes galore, and dogs that wonder what the hell is happening.
I know, my dog's a little jealous of me. Noah's Ark, one of everything. People think it's fake till it starts moving. So we were like, no, it's fake. I got the
Ian, there's something biting your neck.
Yeah.
And the next gentleman here is Jürgen, who's the owner of Merlin Scuba Diving and Snorkeling in Sosua. Thanks for being on camera.
Hey, hi, hello.
Jürgen, what was it like? It was 95 you came here.
94.
94.
April 94, yes.
All right down to the month. And what was it like back then? And what's it like now in comparison?
Yeah, so the infrastructure at this time, 94, so it wasn't like now. So it was as well many garbage on the road. So and now the city hall organize it. So Sosua is much cleaner. Yeah, and they're doing a lot for the infrastructure. So the roads at the moment, the main roads are really good, and even some side roads. they have prepared. Yeah, so everything is good. So for the traffic, and as well now you can rent a car, so you can travel around by your own. Yeah, so you can go everywhere to Puerto Plata, to Cabarete, to Samana, everywhere by car. So that's beautiful here to do something by their own, so you don't have to sit in the hotel.
But within very restricted hours. What was it like back in time?
So 1994 is it started, so then 97, so there was the highest amount of tourists here for 3 years. Yeah, but then it's changed everything, so everybody, or the tour operators offer them Punta Cana. Punta Cana opens, and there are new 5-star resorts, so what the tour operators offer, and many people book this one. Yeah, so but you have the beautiful resorts, beautiful beaches, but if you like to do something by your own, it's really expensive or nearly impossible. And for this, for the individual tourismus, it's here the North Coast, one of the most beautiful around the island. So I was in many places around the island, but always I will be happy when I be back in Sosua. Yeah, for this, everything is organized. There are many foreigners here. They have businesses, restaurants, good food, beach clean. Yeah, the dive centers looking for beach up cleaning and ocean cleaning every month. And yeah, it's clean, and Sosua counts for me to one of the beautiful bays here on the North Coast and from the island.
Let's talk about the vibe. The vibe now. The vibe is like the feeling of the town. Is it booming now, or was it booming back then, or both?
So it's not booming. So for this, there are not many airplanes arriving now. So at the North Coast, so the government pushing the East Coast, Punta Cana, not the North Coast. Only people who was here and they know the North Coast, the area of Puerto Plata to Cabarete. For this Cabarete is the wind and kite surf paradise, Sosua for snorkeling, scuba diving, everything. So they come here, and even when the airplane's landing in Santo Domingo or Punta Cana, they would like to come here. So somebody offer transfers as well now, and but new people, so they choose then Punta Cana, so they're staying in the resort. But then they realize when they are there, so it's really expensive to book tours, or when you like to do something by your own. Yeah, so here on the North Coast, so yeah, the infrastructure and everything, it's perfect for the individual tourists.
And personally, did you have more fun and enjoyment back then or now?
No, back then, sure, but now with all the restriction worldwide, yeah, not only here, so it's not really fun, and affecting many companies. Yeah, so many are closed at the moment, so they can't survive without customers. Even so we lower our costs so much we can to survive here. So, and everybody's hoping it's gonna change soon. All the governments ending then everything and open the borders and let the people go.
Thank you very much for your comments, Jürgen, and all the very best for your business and for the new year.
And thank you.
And have a great dinner tonight. Party.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to everybody, and stay healthy.
Thank you. Everyone, I'm with the owner of Fun City out by Puerto Plata. Thank you, Michael, for being on camera. Now, Michael, you've been here for 20 years. What was it like when you first came here, good and bad? And what's it like now, good and bad?
Well, tourism was at its best, I would say 2000, 2008, until economic crash of 2008. Then we recovered, and then last year came, and we're struggling since then, and we're hoping that business will go back to normal. Yeah, that's my thoughts about it.
So between you, me, and the viewers, they don't even want you to be open, do they?
Yes and no. They want employee to be happy, having their money coming every week, but at the same time, every new law is giving us less time to work.
So
Well, I'm not sure about, but we do need help from the government as far as keeping things open. Otherwise, tourists will not come.
Well, could it maybe be that they want to see small and medium-sized businesses go?
I hope it's not the agenda. This country, small business supports probably 80% of the economy. They need us, so let's hope for the best, and I hope it's gonna really finish soon.
Okay. Well, so what was the most fun thing back 20 years ago when you came here? And how many people were there?
Park full of people was the best thing that we probably had.
Yeah.
So now we're struggling even to maintain it. You see, park needs painting, needs new roof, many new things, but we're surviving.
Good on you. Well, we plan for the best and prepare for the worst. So all the best, Michael. Take care. Thanks for being on camera.
Thank you, Mr.T.
Seeing you, baby.